Good morning and blessings on your Wednesday morning. You've made it halfway through the week, and God's blessings on the rest of it. Off to the side of me, you see my cat Ziggy. She's named Ziggy because she's got a zigzag for a tail. It's kind of cute. I've been teased that some of the cats that appear in our videos are a little bit strange. You may have seen our three-legged cat. Now you're meeting Ziggy. But each cat is a little, there she goes, and there she shows her tail. So anyway, blessings to you on this day. I want to talk to you about the many things that have changed in our world, and more importantly, the many things that haven't changed. I'm drawn back in history to a quote from Albert Einstein, and the situation was that he had just been informed of the first detonation of the atomic bomb over Hiroshima. And he was interviewed and asked the question, now that we have entered the nuclear age, what has changed? And Albert Einstein's response was, everything has changed except the heart of man. That's pretty sobering. And his reflection that for all of the wonders of science and what was unlocked in all of the research that was done, that the very first thing that humanity did with this amazing new technology was to use it to kill other people. You think about the coronavirus and the way all of our lives have changed so much, and the way we continue to live with the ramifications of it. That now it's been long enough that some of the changes are starting to be our new normal. And as much as I hate that expression, we've adapted, we've changed, and some of our routines are starting to be made new, and we're learning new ways of coping, new ways of doing things. It may not be what it permanently looks like as things get back to whatever normal is going to be, but so often we reflect on what's changed, and there's a certain amount of grief involved. But in the midst of that grief, of things that we've missed, things that we've lost, I'd like to focus on the things that haven't changed. And one of them, it's a beautiful one, I think, is that the Lord loves you. It's never changed. It's never wavered, not for a moment. And the Lord has a calling on your life and on my life. And it's the coolest thing in the world. To think that the God of the universe, who created all things by the power of his word, would care about us, love us, and entrust us to do his work in this world. As some have said, to literally be his hands and feet, so that through the lives we live, others can come to know the love he has shown us through Jesus Christ. And I want to read you a couple passages. I've been studying the book of Philippians lately, and just a couple passages from that book that give you an idea of the things that never change when it comes to our calling to live faithfully in response to the grace we've been given. So I'll start in Philippians chapter 2. If you have any encouragement from being united with Christ, if any comfort from his love, if any fellowship with the Spirit, if any tenderness and compassion, then make my joy complete by being like-minded, having the same love, being one in spirit and in purpose. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit, but in humility consider others better than yourselves. Each of you should look not only to his own interests, but to the interests of others. Your attitude should be the same as that of Jesus Christ. And then the Apostle Paul breaks into a hymn praising Jesus for his greatness and the glory that he has, that he so willingly gave up to give his life on the cross for us. Some people call those verses that follow the first Christian hymn, and it may well be that that was at one point put to music and sung. And Paul's capturing those words for us. But then if you skip ahead in the book and you get to chapter 4, you have those wonderful verses about rejoice in the Lord always, about peace that passes all understanding. But unfortunately, I think many of us stop there And again, when you think of God's will for you, even in the midst of a world where so much has changed, how these words ground us and remind us of the calling that never changes. The Apostle Paul writes, "Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. Put them into practice, and the God of peace will be with you." What a promise that if we focus our hearts and our minds to do everything we do in our day, focusing on what is good and what is right, focusing on helping others in their needs, the God of peace will be with us on good days and bad days, on the days where it seems like everything's falling apart, and on the days where you start to catch your breath and you feel like there might be hope and again for the future. What a gift it is to know that for all the things that have changed, the love of Jesus and his calling on your life have never changed for a moment. So I ask that the Lord give you grace to follow in his footsteps, to walk in his ways, and to be accompanied by his peace. God bless you.